welcome to my channel. My name is Berenice Medina, and if you are new here, then welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. As you guys can read from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about everything about my C-section, everything about life with twins for the past 4 months. So if you have something to do, amiga, you gotta wash your dishes or start cleaning, go ahead and do your thing, girl. I'm just gonna be here talking and sharing my stories. I made café de la olla and it is so good. Highly recommend, girl. Let's get started. First of all, let's talk about C-sections, okay? If you follow me on the other platforms that I am on, TikTok, Instagram, then you know that I did not want to have a C-section. I tried as much as I could to just have a natural delivery and not go through the C-section route. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible for me because my girls were transverse, so they were pretty much just laying down. And so I had to schedule the C-section. As much as one tries to be prepared, as much as you see the videos, as much as you hear the stories, I feel like nothing prepares you until you personally go through it. The C-section itself was scheduled at 12 and I remember this very vividly. So I went into the operating room at 11:50. At 12 my husband went in the room, and then at 12:10 my doctor went in the room, and yeah, at 12:22 my girlies were born. One was born at 12:22 and then the other one was born at 12:23, a minute after the other one. Everything happened very quickly, in and out, in and out. That itself was actually good. It wasn't traumatic. I didn't feel anything. It was piece of cake. I was a little bit skeptical because on other videos I've heard that you feel tugging, that you feel pulling, that you feel this, that you feel that, but by the grace of God I did not feel anything. That was great. I was able to see the girls when they were born because they pulled down the curtain. I was also able to have them on my chest after they were cleaned and everything else, and I was also able to do the 1 hour with the babies after they were born because there wasn't any complications. They were able to just, you know, hand me my babies and do skin to skin with them and whatnot. After I delivered my babies, I low-key wanted to start eating, but we were taken into the recovery room, and yeah, in the recovery room it was just me and the girlies, my husband and our nurse. I wanted to prepare my stomach to start eating because you have to wait a certain time. I think it's 3 hours after surgery, and so I was like, okay, I want to like prepare my stomach, so just give me some ice chips. That's what my nurse brought me, and yeah, as soon as I had those ice chips I started gagging. I was so nauseated, I couldn't keep it together, but I didn't have anything in my stomach because I had been fasting for 12 hours now. There was nothing for me to throw up, so it was just me like doing the strength, like bleh. After that they gave me the ice chips. They continued monitoring me and the babies, and they realized that everything is fine, so they decide to go ahead and just move us to our room. That was the worst the worst 5 minutes of my life. So since the nurse was moving my bed, I was so nauseated. I couldn't keep it together, friend. And again, because I didn't have anything to throw up, it was just so much nausea and just so much strength or pressure being put on my incision that my incision started to hurt. When we finally made it to the room, they supposedly gave me meds for nausea, but yeah, they were not cutting it. And I can remember it so vividly, like going up the elevator and just being so nauseated, and I remember it. Here we are, it is 6 o'clock. The girls were born at 12:22. I haven't had anything. I'm having so much nausea. We have family over, and if you saw my vlog, then you know that it was my mom, my suegra, my suegro, and of course my kids to meet their little sisters. While they were there, I just had so much nausea, and like I said, no tenía nada que vomitar, so it was just like so painful because I was putting pressure on my incision. As much as I tried to eat, like no podía, because I would just get like so nauseated. Now, thank the Lord, baby Jesus, they switched nurses, and at night llegó mi nurse de la noche, right? And so she's like, what are you on? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm on, but you know, I've been having nausea and haven't been able to eat. And she's like, honestly, I don't even know why they give, I think it's like Certic, or girl, I don't know the name, but if I figure it out, the name is gonna be here. And so she's like, I don't even know why they continue to give this medication if 99% of the time it doesn't help with the nausea. And she's like, I'm gonna give you a stronger narcotic. And I'm like, girl, give me the drugs. She's like, this is gonna put you to sleep, but it's gonna help you with the nausea. And I'm like, at this point, and now that I'm like thinking back, when they gave me my room, a nurse mentioned that one drug, and she was like, you know, we have this other medication if you want it, you know, we can give it to you. But I was like, no, just give me the other one, you know, because I thought it was gonna work. I didn't know any better. And after that, my nurse brought me the medication, and I'm telling you, in a matter of like seconds, I was out. I took a little nap, and thank the Lord I had just fed my babies, and they were actually on their little bassinet, like napping, so they were fine. And I didn't have the worry of like, oh no, my babies, because I knew I needed to be okay for them, you know. And so here we are. I take my little nap, and then I wake up como una lechuga. You can see it on my vlog. That's whenever I woke up and told you guys that I was gonna eat, because I was finally able to keep it together and not have so much nausea. So I had my little sandwich and everything was fine. You know, we had the night and the girls were good. Now, honestly, it doesn't compare to the boys' birth, just because with the boys had like gas, and so they were like up in the hospital and whatever. But in this case, like the girls were actually like super chill. It was actually just like me recovering that was hard. So after I was able to just be good with the nausea, then I started to have gas problems, and that was very painful and definitely not fun at all. I had heard about this in pretty much like everybody and their mama's video, that you have gas problems, that you struggle to pass gas after surgery, or that sometimes there is like trapped gas inside of you, so you start having like shoulder pains and stuff like that. I knew it as soon as I felt it, that's what it was. Maybe this is TMI, but as much as I would have, I think I had a Canadian dry, I had prunes, I had prune juice. I know some women also mentioned to chew gum because the gum would help you pass gas, but nothing helped me. Girl, it had already been like 2 days and no tenía nada me salía. It was already starting to get painful because first of all, I had this griddle on my incision area to keep everything together, and then also since at the beginning I was so nauseated, I couldn't get up. So I know that's like another thing that they recommend, that you need to start walking, that you need to start moving so that you can start passing gas. But girl, well, somebody woke up, so somebody will be joining our little video, and this somebody is Emmeline. Yes, it's Emmeline. I was in so much pain because I had all this gas stuck inside of me. My shoulder was starting to hurt and it was just very uncomfortable. My incision itself was actually not hurting, but it was my stomach because of all the gas that I had. I had been drinking all the prune juice, but nothing was helping me. Now, thank the Lord, one of my nurses actually suggested to drink warm prune juice and Canadian dry, so I drank it, and yeah, that made me use the restroom and pass all the gas that was stuck inside my body. Sorry TMI, but that's the one thing that helped me. I will forever be grateful, and I will forever remember the nurse that brought me the warm prune juice and half of a Canadian dry. Eso fue el remedio que me ayudó. Ay, muñequita hermosa, tú estás muy hermosa. Oh, I can't believe I have a baby, girl. What? 2. I'm gonna cry. talking about it now, because us mothers go through so much, and we would do it again in a heartbeat for our children. Forever grateful and forever thankful for these little souls that we get to watch over and we get to love. I feel that even just yesterday I was telling you guys about my planned C-section, but now here we are with the whole little baby here. Her sister's sleeping. I get to enjoy her right now, and then when the other one wakes up, we get to enjoy the other little baby. Here I am talking about using the restroom. So I had been walking around the hospital and everything just to help my body do what it needed to do as far as, you know, passing gas and healing and everything else. But yeah, I think it was after 2 days, because we stayed there Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and then we came home on Monday. We came home on Monday around 2, and for those days I wanted all the help that I could get, because I knew that as soon as I got home it wasn't gonna be the same as far as caring only for the twins, because now I was gonna have my 2 boys. Luckily my mom was very kind to come and stay with me for a week. I think we extended her stay for 2 weeks because I really needed her help. I didn't feel good. I had a lot of doubts of how I was gonna do it with my 4 children while healing from a C-section. And so she was able to stay with me a little longer. And just remembering everything makes me very emotional, because moms are amazing. And just remembering the way that she like cared for me and helped me bathe while my husband was caring for these 2 little girls. It was something that I'll forever be grateful to my mom, because a C-section itself is already hard on your body, but having 2 little babies to watch over while your body's trying to heal is definitely not for the weak. But here we are 4 months in, and we are doing the thing, girl. After a while I did realize that my C-section was closing. I did have some discomfort. I didn't stop taking my meds till probably like a week and a half, because I was still having some pain on the right side of my incision. I started having that pain when I was in the hospital, and my nurses did say that that was probably because that's where most of the pulling happened when they were taking out the girls. They mentioned that it was that. It would come out at random times, just pain. I couldn't really move a certain way because it would just make that pain hurt right there. Thank the Lord, after a week and a half I was able to get off my medication. I was able to bear with the pain after that. I unfortunately thought that my incision was infected. I went to my 2-week checkup and my doctor was like, it's healing good, it looks great, blah blah blah. Fast forward to my 6-week checkup, I actually saw a pimple with pus, and I was freaking out because I was like, this thing is infected. I'm gonna have to have surgery all over again so they can close it up and take the infection out. Everything just went through my mind. I went to my 6-week appointment. My doctor's like, no, you know, it's not infected, it looks fine, don't be messing with it, don't be poking it, don't be pinching it. But I was so caught up because I was like checking it constantly. I wanted to make sure that it was good. And that was actually just like a little ingrowing hair that caused that little pimple, but it wasn't really like an infection. So praise the Lord for that. Your girl was scared. Your girl was going through it. What do you want, mama? Oh my goodness, what is wrong with you, Mama Moisa? Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. ¿Qué bonita estás? So I stopped messing with it, and now it's just there. It's definitely not healed like 100%. Sometimes when the girls are like on the bed, they'll kick my incision and it still hurts, but we are still trying to push through and just, you know, take it day by day. Now, as far as a vaginal delivery and a C-section, 100% would recommend a vaginal delivery, because I feel like with the vaginal delivery, the pain, you only feel it before, and that's if you don't get an epidural. If you get an epidural, girl, it's a piece of cake. I'm just kidding. It may not be for you, because I mean, everybody's body's different, but if for whatever reason you have to get a C-section, then just be prepared with some prune juice and Canadian Dry. Right, mama? Hi. Oh my goodness, pretty girl. So life with them after 4 months, like I said at the beginning, it was hard because I had a lot of doubts, I had a lot of insecurities, so that was hard. Hearing them cry, having both of them cry at the same time was really hard on me. It was like heartbreaking to me, because of course you don't want to hear your babies cry. You want to help them, you want to be there for them and nurture them and whatever, but girl, I had to adjust and just remind myself that it was okay if they cried. Even like the first week after my mom left, I was so busy with them, because I mean, you put one to sleep, but then the other one wakes up, and then by the time you put that one to sleep, the other one woke up, so it's very time consuming. So that 1 week, I remember that I had been with them pretty much all day, and since I homeschool, I didn't have time to homeschool Emmanuel for that 1 week while we were adjusting, and I automatically thought, I can't do this, I can't do homeschooling, I'm gonna have to put him in school, and that broke my heart. Rookie mistake, my camera died, so here we are with my good old faithful phone. So in my mind, automatically I was like, I can't do this, I can't do homeschool and have these 2 baby girls and my 3-year-old. I'm gonna have to put him in school, like I cannot. And then I remember that homeschool is all about what you want to make it. Homeschool, if you want to homeschool at night, girl, you homeschool at night. If you want to homeschool outside, you homeschool outside. And so I was like, it's okay, get it together, you got this, girl. That helped me, bring me peace of mind. And then just getting a routine with the girls, that has always helped me and my children. Routines, we love routines. So right now the girlies are having their nighttime routine at 9:30, and they actually are great sleepers. They started sleeping from, I think it was 9:30 to 3 o'clock, and then from 3 o'clock to 7. From 7 it was till 9, and then from there they would be like awake a little. So they had their moments where they would wake up, like I said, 3, 6, 9. But after, I think it was after a month or maybe even less, I don't even remember, but they started sleeping through the night, and I was like, girl, yay, 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 yay. With the boys, I was sleep deprived for the first month, so that was crucial. I remember it like it was yesterday. So I automatically thought that it was gonna be this hard with the girls, and I was prepared for the worst. But thankfully, they've slept pretty well. I cannot complain. Honestly, I cannot. They're pretty good sleepers, and because they're pretty good sleepers, that helps me be good during the day. I still wake up because I am a breastfeeding mom, so that means my breasts get full. So I need to empty my breast and then go back to sleep. Now, I've been able to breastfeed the girlies 4 months. I did have to supplement. I had some donor's milk. And then now for, I think it was like their 3rd month, I started doing formula. And the girlies are thriving. They are thick girls. They started rolling over. That's another exciting little thing. Their boys love them. Their little brothers love them. They love the little girlies. They each have a little name for them. So Ezequiel calls them Kokomasa, and it is the cutest thing. Emmanuel, I don't think he has a name for them. She gets, I think, but it's fun. It's a fun life we get to live. I'm gonna wrap it up here, friends, because my girl is a little uncomfortable. Thank you so much for watching. Thank y'all for listening to me. it is July 1st and I am checking in with this pretty girl and with and with my boy Emanuel. Esta niña despertó. This is Emmeline. Y ya llegó el otro niño.
Daddy, Nina,